Back, and guess what? I'm bringing you another countdown. This time I'm going to count down the top 10 camping spots. Yes, I'm going to walk you through my favorite spots to camp in these maps. Someone asked that I put a whole like one video together showing all the spots camping. That would take too long, so I broke it down to 10. So let's start off. Here's number 10, and this is Bayview map. Look, it can be camped without a team. It's easy to watch the interest points. The only thing, you're vulnerable to grenades and snipers when you're out on that deck. I really like this map, and I really like camping this because, like I said, look at this, easy sights. You just gotta watch this area. And the one thing is, when you're up here, it's pretty loud on the map. Look, I have an IMS to my right. I have the sentry gun out there. Usually people try to climb through the window, and this is definitely an easy spot to take them out. One of my favorite maps, but it's 10. Number 9, Strike Zone. This is best when you're camping with a team. The main entrance is the best spot to get kills, but you gotta watch out for that kitchen. A lot of people like to run through that kitchen, come across the bar, and take you out. That's why this map is really effective when you have a team. If you have someone watching that kitchen door, I have an IED on that back door. Like, see right there, boom, drop the IED, and then you can just watch this front door. I don't know why, but it's like I almost said it. This is like the mentality that animals would do, like going after food, not realizing that it's danger. They just keep coming through this door. You literally can sit here and watch the door. Now, my teammates have taken a few kills, but honestly, if they weren't there, I would have had those kills. I would have got my kill streaks a lot sooner. But you can sit right here. You could just put them to sleep. You get like a night gun like this one I have with a tracker sight, and you just take them out. Look, they keep coming back. How many people do I got to kill? That's 4 in a row, and it's 4 that I killed. My teammates probably took out 1 or 2 that were coming through that door. So the whole team has been this way already, and they're still coming. Now monitor the kill cam at the top on your map, and you can see where your teammates are, so you know if they're going to start spawning from the other side. When all your teammates get to your left, just watch the back door. As long as you got a guy on that kitchen, you're good. Definitely a great map to camp. You can do it solo, but it's a little more difficult. Let's go into the next one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into what's up now, number 8. Number 8, Fog. Oh, this is an easy spot to camp when playing solo. The house is very loud, so you can hear your enemies. The only thing you got to do is you got to watch that little back row back there. A lot of times people like to sneak back there and get you. Look at this. See how this guy was trying to come and he's creeping, going by that. I don't know if it's an outhouse or whatnot, but you could take him out easy. And the easy thing about this map, especially if you have Amplify, you don't even need Amplify, but if you get up on this little roof here, this is definitely a great spot. A lot of people just run by and you go like that. You shoot them in the butt. They'll keep coming back that way. And since the house is so loud, you know if they're coming behind you. Like I said, you just gotta watch out for that road there. A lot of times I just sit here, and I've gotten Halo pilots. I've had flawless games. Stand on this part right here. Now, another downside, sometimes it can get boring. If your teammates are spawn trapping them and having them all in the front of the map, sometimes it can get a little boring here. Sometimes if you're playing a weak team, they never even get to the house. They keep going to that hill and dying. I definitely can show you how to camp that hill, but this is still one of my favorite spots. It's definitely a solo spot. Look at that guy. He has Michael Myers and can't even do any damage. But look, this is my favorite thing to do. You listen out. Look, I heard him there. He didn't come. And all I got to do is play a little game of peekaboo. You get right here and you go peekaboo, and then you put him to sleep. Look how simple that is. All right, let's keep on with the countdown. Let's go number 7. Number 7, Prison Break. Can easily be camped when playing solo. It's easier to monitor the access paths that come up and down. The only thing you gotta watch out for is when you hear snipers in the tower and they can throw grenades at you. But it's one of these setups, once you get this controlled here, once you get your kill streaks and you get like the IMS, which I have, and look at this poor fool. This is usually where they grenade you from. So what I do is I just simply take the IMS, put it at the back of the hill, and put the sentry gun at the front of the hill. I mean, this is probably up. Look at that, I picked the wrong one. Doesn't matter. Just look, IMS right there at the curve, sentry gun at the front. This is definitely one of my favorite maps to camp. Definitely one of the easiest ones to hold down, and you don't need a team for this one. You could be playing with randoms. Once you get this set up right here, you're pretty much a lock to go ahead and dominate the game. Next thing you know, it's Halo pilot time. You're putting them to sleep. That's how we do it on this map. Let's go ahead and continue with the countdown. So let's get into our next number. And number 6, look at this, Retainment map. This is easy to hold down when playing solo. You got great lines of sights for easy kills. The only thing is you don't have the best placement for your your kill streaks. Like this, look, I got the sentry gun, and it's really not a great place. I guess I could put it in that front window. What I like to do is I like to tend to jump down and put it down there. But look at this. This is the crazy part. They keep coming this way. This is another one of those mentality things where the people keep running out this way. You keep putting them to sleep, and before you know it, you have a helo pilot. What I tend to do, I jump down, I drop my sentry right here and let my sentry monitor it. At this point, I go watch the other side, because since I've killed everybody on that team over there, these idiots decide to come the other way. People are so predictable. Look at the IMS. That's the only place I can put it. The only thing is I can't watch the back window there. If they run up the steps, it's going to blow me up. But look at it. See, look, they come the other direction. This is how this game works. You kill them to the left, they go to the right. It's not that hard. Look at this. And the only thing is, watch that church back there. But look, unless you get a really good sniper, this map really doesn't have a whole lot of vulnerabilities. There's two ways in, and one way is so loud, it's almost ridiculous for them to get up there. And that's how you camp that map. Let's go into the next number. Number 5, free fall. This is hard to camp solo, but great for team camping. They spawn either to the far left or the far right. So it's actually easy to keep them in place. When you have a team and you have one guy in one window, usually I sit in this window and I take people out, and we know they're all spawning to the left. We just keep them over there to the left. They can't get past that area. You can ask Nick or anybody in the camper nation. When we're camping this map, the scores are usually ridiculous, like 75 to 25. We camped a really good team today playing, and we took them out. And they were a good team. You could tell the way they played, but we held us down. It's not much they can do. I put a sentry gun in there. Now, the only thing is the helo pilot's not really that effective in this map, but hey, all you need is a sentry gun and IMS to dominate this map, and you know, some pretty good teammates. The vulnerability is not much, because even when they grenade you, it's so big of a hallway, you see it, you can back out of it. So this one of the ones, once you get a hold of this, it's a wrap for the other team. Number 4, look at this, the map flooded. This is easy to camp solo. Great sight lines. The only thing is I can't say anything negative about this map. Once you get the IMS down there, I mean, I guess it's not the best placement for the sentry gun, but when you sit back here and you're guarded with IED and IMS and you got your sentry gun there, you just pick them off. I mean, it's really easy. This is what I call a cake map. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at this. I just take them out over and over again. I mean, even if they know where I'm at, look, I'm ready for them. Look, I keep that IMS in the back. I mean, you can team camp this, but it gets a little crowded. And if you want to do some tricks, you can climb on the door if you got like a LMG, and you can shoot them over there in the parking garage. But other than that, you can just sit in this site. This game, I went 31-0 during this gameplay, just sitting in this same spot. Now, the only thing might happen is if you might run out of bullets. Number 3, Behemoth. This is easy to camp solo. It has a great long distance sight for you to shoot. The only weakness is they tend to kill you from the back, so you got to protect yourself here. That was a spawn point. People actually spawn there. You'll be killing people, and then they'll just come behind you and kill you. But look at this. If you have a gun with some range on it, like this LMG or a sniper, this is like easy picking. These fools will keep running across her. Literally, you can stand here and get a helo pilot. It's that simple. You'll get the smart guy who tries to come behind and get you. But usually what I do is once I get my like IMS and all that stuff, I set it in the room underneath me. I put the sentry gun over there on the other side. Here, let me show you. I like to take the sentry gun and I like to put it here. See, I didn't run that way because that's a spawn point. I know it's silly, but sometimes they spawn in front of you. You put the sentry gun there. And now what I tend to do at that point is I come to this back line of sight. It's a little harder to get kills from here, but sometimes I think they're waiting for me. When they see me killing there, there's a guy with a sniper waiting for you to come back. So I try to outsmart him and take him out. And you can get him here. You can actually shoot up in that window there, but it's a little harder from here. But like I said, this is one of the greatest lines of sight of killing people that Call of Duty has put out. So this map was definitely designed for long distance camping. Number 2, ruins. This is great for solo or team camping. It's easy to control the entryways. The only thing you gotta watch out for grenades are snipers trying to take you off. And there's one other thing you gotta watch out for. When they get the Predator. If they get the Predator, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna get taken out your spot and killed. But look at this. You can control the steps literally with sentry guns and IMSs. Like literally, you could watch this walkway. And if you have someone watching the other walkway, there's not much to do. Look, move occasionally for a grenade. You can actually use a trophy system, but you don't have to. This would probably be number 1, except for there's 2 pathways to get to you, so it can't be the number 1 camping map, but definitely it's another one of those rooms that once your team gets it, more than likely they're going to win the game. If you guys can hold this down as a team, it's easy wins for the game. Like all I do is I go sentry gun, I go IMS, and I have an IMS on the other side. That's how easy it is to hold this down. I think I get a helo pilot probably 80-90% of the time when I play this map. It's that simple. Look, I just go back and forth, check my IMS. I always have another one already ready for it. Look at that. See how the helo pilot came? This map is cake. The only weakness to if you're playing kill confirm, you don't get a lot of tags from up here because you're shooting people. A lot of times you're shooting them in a row. Number 1, The classic map, Warhawk. It's easy to camp solo. The entrance points can be locked down. You just gotta watch out for wall bangers and grenaders. You pretty much can put an IMS at this front door and you don't have to worry about anything. Now technically they can climb through here, they can jump on the tank and jump up there and get you. But most people don't do that, so you don't even have to worry about that. You just gotta worry about the guy there that's trying to snipe you. See, I got on ballistic, so I'm being a little, what's the word, not careful. Now if you look at all these games combined, I went 291 and 27 in these clips. Alright you guys, that's the top 10 maps to camp on Call of Duty Ghosts. I am out. Let's go.